Alright, hello friends, and welcome to episode 16 of the Game Diplomat podcast. I'm your host, Josh Augustine, and this week we're playing Dungeon Rushers. I'm super excited. This is the first episode I've done in a couple months, so I first teased this game a long time ago, but we're finally playing it. I'm super excited. Dungeon Rushers is a really fun game. I mean, as you can tell here already from the visuals, it has the retro kind of pixelated look. You can see, look at all the sweet costumes you can get. What? But let's jump into a match. We'll just play a random dungeon. I just unlocked, I think, the second area in the game. So we got some story. So our heroes left for the lands on their quest for adventure and riches in even larger and more dangerous dungeons, exactly as planned by the mysterious Dungeon Company. Bom, bom, bom. So here I am in a new cave. So each dungeon is, you start like this. It's tile based, so you can kind of see how big the dungeon could be, but you just don't know what's out there. So you have to kind of jump along the way. Oh, looks like I ran into a monster. So depending on who's in your party, who's on your team, you can choose like abilities to use leading into combat, like Lullaby. The bard will try and lull him to sleep, but it's just one lonely goblin, so I'm not too worried about it. So combat is pretty straightforward. Here you can see all the stats for my team. If you hover over them in the top left, you can see the stats changing. Just health, mana, energy. Mana is for combat, energy is for out of combat abilities. And in the top right, you can see this is the order that's going to go. So my little vampire lady goes first, then my rogue, then the goblin goes, then my warrior, then my bard. Down here, you can switch. You can like move them around. So moving characters is useful for like blocking line of sight. So right now the goblin can't attack my bard unless he kills off one of these people so he can get to the back line. You can defend, eat potions, that sort of stuff. And then each character has 3 abilities that are basically a basic attack that doesn't cost mana, and then 2 abilities that do. But it's just a wimpy little goblin. I think I'm just going to punch him till he dies. I assume we're going to hit harder things deeper into dungeons, so I'm not worried about showing off the cool abilities just yet. There you go. We got some gold. You use gold to buy items. So at this point, you can see, look, I could head in one of 3 directions, but I don't know what is in any of the rooms. So this is a good opportunity to use one of our combat abilities. Or sorry, non-combat abilities. So basically, each character you bring has one. The rogue can Pathfinder, which reveals a bunch of rooms. The dwarf, who's also an accountant in the story. the story is very silly. He's a dwarf. He's an accountant that's come to audit your business, but he ends up joining you as a dwarf warrior to just fight. And then the bard can restore mana. And let's see, what does the vampire do? Stalks a group of monsters and unveil it. Oh, cool. So she will reveal a monster in the dungeon, and then when you find them, you deal more damage to them. So I imagine that's pretty useful for when you know a boss is coming up or something like that. But I'm going to use Pathfinder, which is the rogue ability to boom, reveal a bunch of tiles. So now I see, okay, there's monsters here. There's a trap right here. Still don't really know where to go, but I'll head towards the trap because my rogue can also disarm traps. So I know that's going to be an easy one. Let's try using the ability again. See if we get lucky. All right. There's a chest up here. Let's open it. Surprise! What does that mean? What? There are goblins in that chest? Were they locked in there? Why were they waiting? They're just sitting back there waiting? What is this little goblin warlock? Looks like a freaky owl. He definitely deserves to die. So I've upgraded my arrow shot on my rogue so that it automatically hits 2 people instead of 1. So I love using that. Oh, I thought I was going to kill one of them at least. This guy's cool. What is this guy? Ninja Goblin. It's my dwarf accountant up there bashing people. And the bard, when you pick him up, he's such a bad bard that he can't find work. But you find work because he's so bad, he will actually injure enemies by playing them music. So that's what I did there. All right, looks like simple goblins. We're just going to keep going through the dungeon. All right, so I took a little bit of damage. So the big vampire ability is enemies on the front line basically get life drain. So I'm going to do that because my dwarf is a little low and I want him to heal up. So he's already taken a trap. And he's gotten hit by a goblin warlock. He's just not having a great day. Ooh, that guy needs to heal now too. So, yay, life heal. Play terrible music. Yeah, I hope you guys could hear the little Discord music that got played there. Alright, so now let's just kill off both of them. Boom. So I'm hoping to get through. Oh, I forgot to look what the bonus challenges are. So down here, every dungeon has bonus challenges like quests that you can do while you're inside the dungeon. So here, inspect all events, slay all monsters, unveil 100% of the dungeon. Okay, so I could, in theory, do all 3 of these. And some of them are like, don't use health potions. So I was trying not to use health potions there. But now that I know my goal, I bet I can do it. So I'll use health potions, that's fine. So this board has an effect, fog. Okay, that's no big deal. 50% chance to attack the wrong target. I'm happy killing either of them. So even if they hit the wrong one, that's fine. I'll use the arrow shot. Oh no, I should save those. I'm gonna save the arrow shots for when I really need them. Ooh, goblins ganging up on the vampire. It's messed up. Oh, nice. That worked out great. So you could see, I should have pointed out, I went too fast there. The dwarf couldn't get to the person in the back line because there was a goblin in front of him blocking his line of sight, but the fog caused him to attack the wrong target anyways and go hit what I wanted him to hit in the first place. So that works out great. Alright, let's try revealing one more time. Oh, I don't have enough energy. I should have taken an energy. So I've got to inspect all these too for my quest. Can I take a... Yeah, okay, I can take a stamina potion. Cool, I wasn't sure if I could do that out of combat or not. Boom. Ooh, a sign. Best defense is a good offense, except when you stumble across someone stronger than you. Okay, simple goblins. Don't need to put them to sleep. Oh, I should have had a health potion on my dwarf. Oh well. Alright. Alright. See if we can take out 2 of these before they cause too much trouble. Nope, here they go. No, please, goblins. Okay, they're not hitting that bad. Ooh. Got 2 characters that are kind of low. It's making me nervous. Okay, I've got time until the goblin comes back up, so I can spread it out. But you can see combat is pretty straightforward. These are really the only abilities you ever get. Each character comes with 3. Just like any RPG, you can boost up stats and modify their skills. So like the arrow now shoots 2 enemies instead of 1. That was something that I upgraded on this character. But he doesn't like get new abilities or anything like that, as far as I can tell. So this is a magical trap, but luckily my bard can dispel magical traps. My rogue can't, who got the other one. He can do this. Alright, let's see what else we got. Let's go ahead and search again. Ooh, a switch, you say? Bonus room unlocked! Let's go check it out. Go! Let's use that again, the last of it. Okay, cool. Alright, this is not a bad dungeon at all. So I think I'm going to be able to do all 3 quests. Let's see. Yeah, I inspected all events, unveiled 100% of the dungeon. So now I've just got to kill these last monsters. And then we'll have beaten the bonus quest in here too. Ooh, she is low. I should use a health potion. I should have used that health potion out of combat so I wouldn't have to waste a turn. But I was a fool. A fool of a took. Ooh. Alright, so let's see. This is a magic attack, which is nice. So sometimes it lets you bypass armor on enemies. It looks like these guys just want a regular old speed down. Let's go ahead and put life drink on these guys for the next fight, just in case. I do wish that the auto attack was like auto selected. Like I wish I could just click the enemy and he'd do his normal attack rather than having to go over and click the ability every time. But it does make sure that you know what you're doing. So I guess that's something. Alright. Last fight. Huh, what are you doing here? This is a training camp, not a dungeon. The game is very meta. Like, the whole idea is like all corporations are running dungeons to like make money. And so they're very aware of like things that are dungeons and things aren't dungeons. So here they're saying it's a training camp, and my hero is playing the part of the hero. That's not part of protocol. I'll be making a report to the management. Just you wait and see. Okay, so that is a ninja goblin, and he's immune to sleep, so I'm not even going to waste my time doing it. It's, Alright, so the nice thing is the vampire can leap to the back line, even if she normally couldn't get a good hit on him. So let's do that. Yum, and then put a bleed on him. Then shoot his face off. Aw, yeah. I think my characters are a little overpowered for this dungeon, because it's felt pretty easy, but I'm not complaining. Take out all his mana. Bite his face off. Then, yeah. All right. So we beat the dungeon. Cool. So this is how dungeons feel. I'll show you what the bonus challenges get for us. So the whole point of the dungeon is to reach this treasure chest. So we got there. We're gonna loot and leave. We got our 3 bonus challenges and our rewards just for beating it. So we come out here. Now we have heroic mode unlocked. So let's jump in. We probably won't complete heroic mode, but you can already see it's going to be harder because our very first one is what is this guy? A goblin gunner. All right, well, let's leap back to him. Show him how vampires do things. Oh, he's immune to bleeds. It's all right. Not immune to being dead. Whoa, what just happened? Did that shaman just like summoned a goblin? Can't do that. Goblins aren't supposed to work together. They're supposed to be wild and crazy. I need to give her that shaman's mana. Ooh, I am low. Oh, and you can't use potions in heroic mode. Okay, so this is going to be a short run. I could tell already. Can I kill him? Oh, I'm so close to killing him. You can see when you hover over, it tells you how much health the attack is going to take away. So he's going to have like 1 hit point left. Even the bleed probably won't be enough. Let's try it. Oh no, the bleed didn't stick. Oh, he's summoning all these goblins. Ugh. Okay, at least they didn't attack the one that I... Oh, but now my dwarf can't get to him. Alright, let's do a cool attack, because I love this one. Whirlwind! He attacks everyone on the front line. So the shaman doesn't have mana, so I think he's probably not a problem. So I'm not going to worry about him right now. I want to get rid of these guys that are punching me in the face every time. So let's do an arrow. We'll kill 2 of them. Oh, 1 short. Whoa. That shaman is crazy good. His beard is driving me bonkers. This guy is so freaky looking. Doesn't even look like a goblin. It's like a horrible monster. Oh, but I got his hand. Useful for crafting. Also makes you a psychopath. I don't know. Maybe in dungeons you normally cut off the hands of your enemies. Okay, just a single goblin. Maybe we can do this heroic mode. Oh, they killed my vampire. I didn't even notice. That's unfortunate. Alright, maybe we can still get through it. Who needs a vampire anyways? She's only the main source of my DPS and healing. There you go. So that wasn't too bad. Let's go ahead and scout out. So I don't think the treasure chest is in the same place. But I'm not... Oh, because that's the trick. There's a key somewhere in the heroic mode, and you have to get the key to open the chest now. So you can't just rush straight for it, but maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe the key will be right in front of it. Can't hurt to try. Right? Gotta be hopeful. So I killed the goblin. Yeah, I think I do just kill this goblin. Let's kill him. Let's kill him. Let's kill him good. Ooh. Man, I wish I could use healing potions. I wish my vampire was alive. Ooh, let's increase all allies' armor. Way to go, Bard. You did it. Playing his electric guitar. That's a skin, by the way. He's not normally playing an electric guitar in an 80s hair metal band. But I just love that skin so much. Ooh, trap? Yep, dispel. Booyah. I think oh, okay, so this dungeon is definitely different, because the treasure was, like, right there. Uh-oh. This ninja's gonna be a problem. Almost one shot by Bard. No, please. Let me live. Just want to show everyone how to play Dungeon Rushers. Alright. So close to killing him with that. Oh, I don't have enough mana. No! I used up all my mana like a chump. Ooh, Dwarf's almost down. This is no good. Yay! We did it! Alright, so the treasure needs to be right there, but I don't have the key! Oh, it hurts. Maybe the key's right here? Nope, a trap. Alright, so let's dispel that. But I'm basically out of energy and mana and health. So if I don't find the key right away... Okay, let's put him to sleep. We're gonna need the extra help this time. We got this, we got this. Okay. So I'm not gonna hit the sleeping ones, because I don't want to wake them. Ooh, no, my dwarf! Ooh, this may be where we fall, friends. I can take away his mana. Seems like a good call. Still gonna be two of them. Punch me in the face, please. No, no, I'm a pirate. You wouldn't dare attack a pirate. Well, at least they'd never attack a musician. Please. I'm in a band. All right, so we didn't make it through heroic mode. Your team has been defeated. You have failed, but no one will know if you take revenge fast enough. A good life motto. But you can see, so that's how it is. These dungeons each have a normal mode, and when you beat all the challenges, you unlock heroic mode. And you can play, so you can see it gets a lot harder. And then there are castles, which are basically like you have to fight through 5 floors, 5 dungeons in a row, essentially, to get to the top to get all the epic loot, which is fun. But let's talk about the other big aspect of this game, and that is building dungeons. Let's see. Let's just jump right into this one, because I don't know. This is it built a default PvP dungeon. So you can build dungeons in this game, which is great, right? So here, you can just start drawing. Here, I'm drawing the... Wow, there you go. Boom. Let's connect some. Put a dead end over here. But the key is, your dungeon always has to have this tile, the dungeon, or the treasure tile. And you can do different theme sets once you've unlocked them. So once you've beaten that level. So right now you just start with skeletons and dungeons, but once you beat the goblins, you'll get the goblins, jungle, pyramids. If I made a mistake, you can erase stuff. And then on each room, you can go in and you can place monsters if you want. Let's put monsters there. Right here, you can put a trap. So there's a bunch of different traps that I've unlocked so far. Crumbling. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Put a trap. What's over here? We can put a... Oh, you can put different visuals, different textures, different speech bubbles, so have characters say things. You put the switch. So ID 1. Unveil a secret room. So like we saw how it unveils secret rooms. Unveil a group of monsters, hide a trap, reveal a trap. You can do all sorts of stuff, right? And then portals to teleport around. And then you can do, where's the little sign object? I enjoyed the sign. Oh, here it is. So you can put the entrance, the treasure, keys, or doors that require keys, or a password. So they actually have to like solve a riddle to get in. Or just the sign says, hello, friend. Whoops, I misspelled friend. Now you know it's mine. Let's go ahead and test it. So there's the switch that I don't think we actually hooked up to do anything. Oh no, a trap! How could we have foreseen it? Let's just trigger it. Let's see what happens. Boom. Rocks fall. Whoa! They took all that dude's stamina. That was rough. But let's go over to our cool sign that we built. Go here, it says, hello, friend. And then, let's see, where's our monster fight? Let's just go see how easy they are to take down. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. We're going to take out our anger of losing against the goblins on these poor little skeletons. But let's do the whirlwind attack. Whoa, smash. Alright, nice and simple. And then let's find the treasure. We did it. Loot and leave. Congrats. Test dungeon in test mode. So you can see up here it says, okay, I've built a medium-sized dungeon. But if I remove a bunch of rooms, now I've built a small dungeon. And in theory, I'd have to like teleport over, but it could be like that. Then you can put your category, if I'm making a fun one, a challenging one, a story one, or a puzzle one. So go ahead and save that. Of course I want to publish it. It's incredible. Everyone should play it. Oh, it won't let me. Oh, because I didn't put a description? I don't really want to do this then. Goodbye. And so, it's fun to build dungeons, right? And the game has Steam Workshop built into it, so you can download. There's like 5,000 dungeons on there right now that you can play. But the big thing is your multiplayer dungeon. So I've built a multiplayer dungeon. Let's just look at it, because I don't remember what I built. Okay, cool. Looks like a normal one going through with a bunch of traps and monsters. And if you choose the wrong way, you waste a lot of time over here. And then if you choose the right way, you still have to fight a lot of stuff to get to that treasure chest. Cool. So that's my multiplayer dungeon. I want to show you the other one I've been working on. I haven't replaced it yet, but check this out. So you come up here, you first start, you come to the first sign, and it just says, go up. That's it. And if you do, so remember that scouting ability? It only goes 2 tiles, so it'll reveal 2 traps. And people will be like, well, I'm not going to go up. That's dumb. So they'll go down. Oh, look, a key. Oh, a key opens a door. Monsters, monsters, more key. So they keep going, right? Fighting monsters to get keys to open more doors. It feels like you're doing the right thing because that's what games have you do. You get keys to open doors. That's what you should be doing. But you're getting whittled down, fighting all this stuff. And then get to the end. Should have gone up. There's nothing at the end, just a side. I have to get through the double padlock door. And that's when they'll rage quit. And then I'll win, right? That's my plan. But if they just listen to the sign and they go through all the traps, they'll take a bunch of damage from these poison arrows. But then they'll get the treasure right there. So that is my basically my tormentor dungeon. I haven't put it on my PvP one just yet because it seems too cruel. I had it up for a little bit, took it down. I might use it in PvP. But here you can see you can upgrade the tools you use to build with. So as you get more points, blueprints, all that sort of stuff, you can unlock and upgrade your new things to build with. But where is it? Oh, when you go into arena, here you go. You can look for a match. So let's do it. Looking for an opponent. Who's he going to choose for me? Bronze League rank 9. Zion. Let's take him down. So what it did is it just threw me into the dungeon that player built. So this is not a dungeon made by the developers. This is a dungeon that other player built. All right. So I put a monster there. I'm going to go the other way. An event. Skulls. I got loot. Awesome. Okay, so it looks like I have to fight this monster. Ooh. I'm not going to use it because I feel like he's going to have harder challenges later, right? He wouldn't put the hardest challenge right away. Or would he? Luckily, my dudes are pretty strong at this point, so I'm feeling pretty good. Because I spent a lot of time like grinding through the heroic modes on all the dungeons so I could get really good gear and stats. So I think I'm going to be just fine. Yeah, this is no problem. At least for the first fight. We'll see where it goes from here. Let's go ahead and, well, no. Just kidding. All right. So let's see what tricks he has up here. What? Wait a second. Is one of these a trick? Or did he find a bug where he didn't have to put a treasure chest? Because normally you have to put a treasure chest and it has to be somewhere that's easy to reach. Let's see, let's use it. Okay. So the treasure chest is up there. Let's stock. There's no more monsters. But but somehow there's a treasure chest up there. How did he do that? Yeah, because all these... It looks like I've done everything I can. Well, that's a bummer. I read some Steam reviews that mentioned bugs, but I've honestly never seen one before this point. I've done PvP several times and never ran into this problem. So that's a bummer, so I have to forfeit, which means I'm going to lose. No, so I went down to Bronze League rank 10. But the cool thing is, he's going to see when he logs in that I tried to plunder and lost, and he'll be very happy with his exploited dungeon. Let's try another one, because I want to see if more people are doing this. Maybe it's like a recent bug, because I've never seen that before. All right. Wonder if it has something to do with these events. Because they don't have to put events in here, and both these places do have events. Oh no, there's a treasure. I'll take it. Yeah! So he had the default dungeon too. I imagine once you get out of Bronze League, let's try another one. Let's see what happens. Not Zion, not Zion. All right. They'll have that same image. That's weird. Oh, looks like the default one again. All right. Let's just climb up the ladder right now. This is easy. I'm thinking because like Bronze League rank 10 is all people that have basically never done PvP. So it's all the people that have never... Oh, this guy built something because it's different. Okay, let's inspect that. What do we got? Ooh, beer. Good deal. Ooh, that's a problem. Okay, this guy definitely built his dungeon. So that's an interesting thing. Like, you have a point total of how many monsters you can put in the dungeon. So you can choose to put them like all in one, like this guy did, or spread them out. And I don't really know which is better. Probably putting them all in one like this, because this is a very intimidating lineup of enemies. Ooh, that was a good hit, actually. Let's take out that guy, because I think he can resurrect dead guys. Okay, this is no problem, because my dudes are just that buff. And that sleep at the start really saved me, because that was a free turn, essentially. So that let me get a lot of damage on all of them. Oops, I killed the other one. Oh, yeah, bad music to your heart. The skeleton says, I've never felt these feelings before, as he falls over dead. Let's see what he's got ahead. Okay. Traps galore. This feels like it's leading to the treasure. He's putting it all the way down. No, a trap! Alright. Go first. Good man, dwarf. Getting hit by armor down. Oh, there's nothing there. Oh, just one guy? That's no problem. Yeah, so he definitely put all his eggs in that one basket. But we're going to get through it. Ba-na. Thank you. I will take your gold. Alright, maybe this way. Because this definitely looks off the beaten path. Oh no, it just loops around. Oh, more skeletons! Well, at least it's leading a path. I like when, like, if I jump onto monsters, and then you find out afterwards that you had to go on that tile anyways, because it, like, leads down a path. Then it's like, okay, I don't feel dumb about walking in here, because I had to go here eventually. Alright, this is easy. Boom, one-shot them all. So I definitely think my characters are just strong enough that I probably shouldn't be rank 10. So they're just going to stomp through these dungeons. And this guy built a big dungeon. Okay, it's got to be soon though, right? Let's go ahead and disarm that. Got nothing on me, crawdaddy. I like that it's... Oh, another one? Wow. This has to be his other big one. I don't think he can have too many more monsters than this. Alright, let's not attack the sleeping ones. I can't remember which one of these resurrects the dead, but that guy has like a buff on him, so I'm just gonna... Uh-oh, it didn't kill him. I'm in trouble. Okay, so that's the priest, it looks like. Should we do the front line? No. These guys just susceptible to magic. dwarf will do that. Man. Alright, I can. Ooh. Which one of these do I want to keep? I think the archer deals more damage. Ooh. This Crawdaddy came up with a pretty good dungeon. I'm impressed so far. Alright. Yeah! Oh, man, that green guy is extremely resilient. Oh no, my dwarf can't get to him. Alright, let's just go along the front line. Punch, punch, punch! Alright, let's put some armor up. Playing good music on the electric guitar. He's playing Striper right there. Ooh! Man. Oh no, I don't have mana. Oh, I gained one. Oh. We may not make it through this dungeon. Is this heroic mode goblins all over again? No. Alright, we got this, we got this. I don't think you can use potions in PvP either, which is kind of... Oh, come on! No, just disable it. We got this. It's got to be right here. He's put way too much. Oh, no way! A full other set? Yeah, the chest has to be like right there. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this. Send my regards to my children. Oh no, it didn't kill either of them and it just woke them up. Here comes the stomp. Oh, no, please, not my pirate. Have time to put shields up. I just need to kill stuff. Ooh! Hey, my vampire came back. Don't know how that happened, but I don't know. Oh, they're resurrecting. This is brutal. Crawdaddy, your dungeon is too good. So clearly, I don't get a free pass out of Bronze 10. You guys know my shame now. Oh. Hurt. Oh, didn't get the bleed. I really need the bleed. Ooh. Oh, everybody's on fire and it hurts. Oh, and he can't finish him off. I thought for sure he'd be able to kill that guy. Because if he had, she would have lived. Oh no. This is bad. No. Alright, dwarf, just you. Ooh. You can do it. Stand strong. No, Crawdaddy. Crawdaddy, your dungeon is too strong. I dropped down to Bronze 9 again. Alright, so this is the PvP side. So it's fun, right? So I really like the idea of just building your own. And now, like, the coolest thing about this for me is like that just happened, right? So now I immediately want to go back and start changing my dungeon to be more like that one that just beat me, right? Be like, okay, so combo the front line of all those horse rider dudes, then 2 resurrectors in the back with a debuffer. Like that was a brutal combination to get through. Oh, I guess yeah, you could put down 50 monsters in your multiplayer dungeon. That's a lot of monsters. So clearly I need to do better about mine. So I think this is the most interesting aspect of the game because the RPG is fine, the campaign is fine, it's fun, it's good. You can craft. So we didn't really show that, but you can, you know, I want to craft a sword. And it tells you items you need and if you can craft it. And as you craft, you level up and get better at it. So it's a fun system, fun RPG. Oh, let's look at the skill trees. So you can see. So you look at his fighting skills, his exploration abilities, and then his talents over here. So I've gone all in on the arrow ability to just make it better. You have strength when you have a bow equipped, hits a second enemy, all that sort of stuff. But I could have gone, what is this down here? Oh, this is survivability essentially. And special abilities, so like looking around, revealing rooms. This one upgrades the blade, so I can pretty much choose one of 2 ways with him. And then 1 of 4 outfits. What? The Dark Crusader, so goofy. So this is Dungeon Rushers. It's a fun game. It's So here's the catch, though. I should have mentioned this up front. So I'm playing on PC right now. If you don't mind playing mobile games, or if you prefer playing mobile games, definitely get this on Android or iOS. There it's anywhere between $3 to $5 depending on the day and the sale happening on those two platforms. On Steam it's $15, so it's 3 times that amount on Steam. So it's a little harder to recommend on Steam. But that being said, I do like having the mouse when I'm building the dungeons, like editing in here. I haven't tried editing on a tablet, but I mean everything is kind of drag and drop, right? So it would probably feel pretty good on a mobile. But I just think stuff like going through this menu and dragging and dropping down keys and treasures and monsters, I'm just a mouse guy. It feels really good to me. So that being said, I like playing it on Steam, but if you're trying to save money or you just aren't really sold on the game in general and don't think $15 is worth it, I mean, if you can get it on a sale for $3, which is what it was on Android last week, it's a no-brainer, I think. Just for playing the PvP and building dungeons and seeing everything that other people have built is just really cool. So that is Dungeon Rushers. I hope you had fun. If you want to see more about the game or listen to my podcast about it, Game Diplomat, just go to gamediplomat.com and it'll be at the top of the page. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.